very welcome to follow and hang on in a sail regatta. It's me, Björn Bergerheim, as will be commentator in this game and this regatta for the first time. This is the first time I've tried to be commentator in English, so we will see if you can understand all what I try to explain. I have created the boat, you see, the blue boat. It's my own designed boat. I have many boats. I like to design and create new boats, and I even so like to design new tracks, and all this track is created with a special program inside Virtual Skipper 5. So all islands and all ships here, it's how I can create in my own way. So I design all turns and everything myself, and I can tell how the wind shall blow from what direction. But now, when we are driving in this difficulty pro, it's the hardest, absolutely hardest difficulty you can drive in this game. I normally never use any wind arrows, and I always sail from the skipper position. It is just on the steering wheel, and I never leave that position. So I never use any F keys and sail behind the boat as many other players are doing. This is not realistic, and this is nothing for me. I want to have it so realistic as it can be, as in a real sailboat. So I stay there at the steering wheel all the time, and I look at left and right from that position. And it's hard sometimes to see where all the boats, how they are coming. Here is the start. We are starting up. We have 3 minutes before the start, and sometimes we have 5 minutes. It depends on the roads, but now it's 3 minutes. And I came on here, and we sail up and beat up the wind. So I took a more like another angle up through to the wind, and I got high speed up here. So when we sail like this, and if we touch each other and crash the boat side, it can be like you get a penalty. So then you have to turn around at 360 degrees round and start up again. So I have to be careful. But you see the other boats here, they are sailing and touching me, so they are getting penalties there. But I hold my line. I know exactly how to do here, so I hold my line. And I got clean here. I no penalty. That was another boat that's touched. So they get penalties, many boats here. And then I win positions because of that. But the boat here in front of me got the high speed up to the second turn here. It's blowing around 6 meters per second here. So it's not so very hard. It's a good sailing wind, if we say, with this boat. So yeah, they can come up around to 30 knots. It's a high-speed boat, very high speed with this boat. So we don't need so hard wind to touch around up to 12, 30 knots. It's just five second minutes wind. So I use this camera effect in the game, and sometimes it's hard to tell the program to do what I want. I don't know why. I miss some flying cameras. It's not what I want all the time, but the program misunderstanding, or there's some bug, or I don't know why, but I try to do my best to get the best camera angles. Well, here I had like to pass the first boat because he did a mistake there with the Spinnaker. I was careful and didn't set up Spinnaker too quick. So this program is fantastic. You have so much beholding of this game because you can create new races around the world, and you can play online and invite them other players to your own created track. So even if you sail 10 years, you can see new tracks all the time because there are many players as creative as they are creating new tracks all the time. So I even so wanted this game to be more difficult. I want like a simulating sailing. So I have here now I have like arrows for every turn, like you see here, every orange turn here. I have like an arrow. You cannot see them, but in the game we can see there's like pointing on every turn, and you can see it from long way how to sail to that point. And I don't like that. It's too easy. I want it more difficult, so I will try to find a way to turn off that. So I have to look at the C card only, navigate at the compass and GPS and radar. So I look at the map like the C card, how to turn. It's like you have to sail in the reality. So the most of the players, they are playing, we call it a card. So it's not what I like. It's too easy and it's not realistic. So I have tried to make this so difficult as possible because we turn and sail in all directions. So the wind is coming from all sides, from left front and from right front and back from the right and from the left, and all the times the wind even so is shifting, so it's not same. I cannot practice this track and sail it one time more and think that the wind will come exactly the same. It's not like that, because the wind is shifting, and you have to look at the waves and the sails to see exactly how to sail on the maximum, like prestanda. So this leading I have now is not much. It's very hard to sail in pro. But now they got so much penalty there in the beginning, so they lost positions. So here is very, very difficult to sail and beat up in the wind when there are islands and there is so ground. You can sail up on the ground and be catch there. So it's necessary to be careful. I go up as much as I can here. These boats is now changed in the new model is more like wide in the back. This is they use these boats in the Volvo Ocean race, and they sail all around the world with this. They are very, very, very expensive boats. I think the boat there behind got penalty, and because it touched the marking there. I'm not sure. Well, it was you. Yes, it was. You have to make a 360 degrees turn around there. So he was close to me, but there I went many meters in that, and he's near to crash. I think it was the French boat. Up here is very difficult with the wind, because I cannot go direct to the markings there, so I have to hold up more, and it's very difficult when the wind is shifting like that. It does sometimes. So I have to have a little look here to the right and see and try to understand the angles and when I should turn exactly, because if I miss the target here, I will miss speed and do another turn, and I don't want that. I want to do only one turn to come to the right place. So I try to hold up the speed, maximum speed here. Here you can see how I say it's around. So the wind is coming from all directions there. So then I go back to beat up the wind after that turn. And so I have many angles, even so when I come more close to the islands and turn. You understand what I mean. So sometimes it's very easy to sail near the islands, but sometimes it's very difficult to sail when it's more tight sailing, because when it's tight sailing and you have to beat up and turn to left and right, it can be dangerous sometimes if you sail up to close to an island. So when you create a new boat, your own boat, you have a special ground model. Like then you have to use Photoshop or GIMP, or I think they call it PaintNet. So and have DDS plugin. So then you can create your own boat as you want. So this GIMP, it's free, it don't cost anything. Plus Photoshop is very expensive, so I recommend you to use GIMP or that PaintNet. It's good program. It doesn't cost anything. So when we sail with Spinnaker like that, it's very difficult sometimes. So I'm very careful and try to read on the water. When I see the wind is coming, I try to read and see good. And I was surprised there when I met that boat. So but the boat has came up there, so I was surprised. But I was more surprised. I thought that was the last I should meet, but then I meet another boat here, and it was near to crash. It came from behind the island there, and I didn't see it. But I was lucky to not crash with a Japanese boat there. Especially when you have that Spinnaker, it's very difficult to make a penalty. It's not possible to sail around with a Spinnaker. So you must first take it down and set up a Genoa. If you shall make a 360 degrees turn around. So absolute impossible to sail around with a Spinnaker. Here you see with the sailing up here we are near, I think, 18 knots up here. Oh no, not 18, 15 I think, because I don't sail on top. I see more straight here, so then I cannot come up in that speed. I had a leading and I didn't sail absolute or maximum speed here. I had a good in at sail more safe, if we say so. And now we are coming more close to the finish. So this is just straight up with the Spinnaker to the finish line. I hope you enjoyed this sailing, and you are welcome back to take a look at my next video. Bye bye and have a good time and good winds to you all.